cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click.
Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 60 outlaw.
Our first carry now for Jordan Howard. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now Howard. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Clock now on first down. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Rock it. Check 13.
Here's Locke to throw. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
Boy, did they ever. And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Hard.
Check nickel.
Get it.
Throwing his Locke on third down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Frank Clark in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on first and 10.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic.
And we got to get to the ball. Attack. Let's go, baby.
Check safety.
Hey, check 20.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching.
And now off to the races. races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Davante Adams, 76 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 18-yard line.
Down.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
Punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Get in the weight room. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. Greystone, travel.
Running with Howard. And he's got Rome. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big-time run by Jordan Howard. 77 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Check 31. Check 31. 61. Matchbox lights. Ready?
To throw it is Locke. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And McManus able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Mahomes now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. It's Hill, complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Alert three, alert three, alert three. Shit.
Bang, 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 15. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the pass.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
Yellow. I'll go blue way. Pretty quiet.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They run with Howard. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Block now to throw. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Back.
Now.
Play action. Now it's Locke. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target. Deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
Block will try again on 2nd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Right here. Check it out, Reed.
Look, squeeze. Get it.
Block off of play action. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Here we go. 50, yellow. 51 to Mike. 51. Box trap. Here we go, D.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Able to complete this one to McLeod. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Yellow. 180.
Silver. Motion.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Staying on his feet. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. 15.
Yellow.
91 is the mic.
They go play action. Now Mahomes on the move to his left. Going deep for his tight end play. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Attack.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Flushed out right. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's taken to the 26. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Give them 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want a way to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside and have to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on first down, Locke. Got a man open, it's Sutton. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Locke now on first down. And this one's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun on third down, Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
43 the mic. Target.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
43's the mic. 42, fellas, let's go. 43's the mic.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Whip, 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 whip. Attack, attack.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Check back. Yellow, 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 yellow. Under 10, 10. Tight go, tight go, tight go. Slam, slam. Yellow. Shit, shit. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crack. Let's go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. This is taken at the 18. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Topper, topper.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Spawn. No. Shoot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch safety creep. Come back. Safety's creeping. Jumper. Watch twist. Kill. Hey, 43, 15.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that 1st down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Mahomes going to throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got the hook up to McLeod. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. A critical error there in a tight game.
Talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Locked to throw on 2nd down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Stop your whining. Two times. 4 down, check. 4 down.
Hard.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. That's complete to Jake Butt. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Rush in.
Protein spill. 5.
Out of the gun, this is Howard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Ready.
Throwing on 2nd down. Locke. That one into the hands of Hamilton.
On the double.
You track. Check hot route. Check.
Shoot.
On 3rd and 2. Locke. Aguilar has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Locke now on 1st down. Completes it to Aguilar. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
They'll run it. This is Muhammad. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm going back to you. 6 guys. Check.
What? Squeeze.
Check 43.
Grip.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Check 37. Check.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. This is the tight end fan. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. They find some open field here. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Hey, watch it. Shift, watch the shift. Check it back, check it back. 43. Check 50. You go tight.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
Still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check 9. 15.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's 3rd down.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Locke. It's caught by Aguilar. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. On 1st down, they run with Howard. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Hey, Jet. Check 31. Check 5.
Now Locke. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Frank Clark in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
That's good for Broncos. First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Let's go now. 15, Lonnie. 15 Lonnie.
Switch.
General West. Hey, Delta.
17. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 17's Mike. Mike 17. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Shoot.
Shoot.
This is Freeman on first and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And it'll be all smiles on Blake Street tonight. The Broncos have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Denver, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
my mind.